everybody, my name is Rhiannon and I am in cosmetology school and I aspire to be a nail technician. I am about halfway through cosmetology school and today I am attempting to cut in smile lines. So I have already done my fill and with builder gel and got them filed and shaped, and now I'm using a X-Cut coarse nail drill bit, and I'm just taking it up to where I want the smile line to start, and then I'm going to kind of carve that all the way around into the other side. It was a lot, I say attempted because it was a lot trickier than I thought. I think that if I didn't do it on camera and I could really hold it up closer to where I could see, that it would have turned out better. And also I think if I would have taken a pencil and drawn the smile line, then that would have helped a whole lot too, but live and learn. So on this finger I decided to do a traditional round smile line, and then on my middle finger you'll see I try to do more of like a V smile line, and in retrospect it probably looks a lot better on a square or coffin nail. I don't know if I don't like how it turned out just because I didn't do that great of a job, or because it just doesn't look that great on this shape of a nail. But I'm just starting from the corner of the nail, making a straight line down to the center of the nail, and then doing that again from the center of the nail straight up to the other side of the nail. Once I get those smile lines cut in, then I'll go through and try to make it a little bit deeper using this bit, and also using a hand file. With a hand file, I'll hold it up next to the lines that I've cut in to try to make it a crisper line, and then also file over the top of it to make it as thin as possible, so that I have plenty of room to put the white down and encapsulate. So while I do this, because it is kind of a long process, I'll just kind of tell you about my day yesterday. So I had to be at school at 8:30 in the morning, and so I woke up and was kind of rushing around, got my shower, didn't even have time to do my makeup or hair or anything because I was running late. Left about 5 minutes after I meant to, so I left at like 8:05 and got in the car, got about 20 feet down my road, and felt the car didn't feel right, like the tire was low or something. So I got out and I checked, and my front passenger side tire was completely flat. I mean, the rim was touching the ground. So I carefully backed up and went back into my driveway, and I know exactly what did it. Yesterday I went to my daughter's volleyball game out of town, and I was unfamiliar with the roads, and whenever I turned too far and kind of hit this ditch. So anyways, my boyfriend came out and he put the spare tire on, which I am so grateful I have somebody who can and knows how to do that. I could do it myself, but who wants to, especially when you have a big capable man to do it for you. So he put the spare tire on, and then I went up to Walmart to see if they could patch my tire, because I live out in the middle of nowhere. So all the roads, for me to go anywhere, I have to drive on the highway. So that's, of course, not safe to do on a donut. So whenever I got to Walmart, they checked out the tire and they could not patch it because it had, the hole was in the sidewall. So I had to buy an entire new tire for like $70, which might not be a lot to some people, but for someone who, for me it is, at least right now. So I went ahead and bought the new tire, and I still got to school only an hour late. So I was pretty proud of myself for that, but it was definitely a long day. And then when I got to school, I was the runner again, and some of you might know what that means, but for those of you who don't, the runner is like helps reception. They help check people in, but their main job is whenever a client comes in, they take the ticket and they run it to the client so the client knows their guest is here and they can, come up to the front and get them. And we were so busy that I got over 12,000 steps in a 6-hour day. I was literally running in some cases, which, trust me, I could use the exercise, but I was tired by the time the day was over. And being a runner is nice every now and then to kind of get a reprieve from doing hair, but I love doing hair, surprisingly, and Saturdays, because I go part-time, Saturdays are our longest day, and whenever we get the most, hands-on experience and get those harder jobs like color corrections and things like that, they'll schedule them for Saturdays because we have more time to do them. And so I've been the runner like the last 3 Saturdays in a row, and it's supposed to rotate, so hopefully it's a compliment, and the regular receptionist just likes having me to help, or maybe they feel like I'm competent enough with my hair that I don't need the practice. I don't know. I mean, I hope that's why I've been the runner so many times, but yesterday was a doozy. So now I've got got them filed down to where I want them, or at least I thought I did at the time. I thought they looked pretty good. So here I'm putting on some Young Nails Protein Bond just to make sure that everything adheres well and nothing ends up chipping or peeling off. And then I'm going to take this white gel nail polish that I got from like one of those big packs of like 28 different colors that off of Amazon. So I think it's like Beetles maybe, or one of those. So I'm taking that white nail polish and I'm going to put it on the tips there where I want that white French to be. And then I'll cure that in the light for 38 seconds. Now I'm taking that same white and I'm putting it over, I'm just doing a second coat of that white. And so far I'm pretty happy with it. I think that it looks pretty good. And then I cure it for 30 seconds, and then I do put one more coat on it just to make it a little bit more opaque, and cure that for 30 seconds as well. Now I'm taking Synergy gel from Young Nails, their base gel, and I'm going to use that to encapsulate the white that I just put down. I did find out the hard way that the thinner the gel, the more it seems to burn. I don't know if that's true with every brand or with every gel, but using this base gel like a builder gel is not a super great idea, especially if you're sensitive to the heat that the light gives off. But anyways, I went ahead and put a nice coat over my middle finger. Then I put it in the light for just a few seconds to freeze it. And then I do the same thing to my other fingernail. And really all I'm trying to do is just make sure that it's at least high enough that I can file it back down to all be even the way the nail was before. I have final cured for 1 full minute, and now I'm taking rubbing alcohol and I'm going to wipe off that inhibition layer. I'm using a Macart 100-180 file and just filing over the surface to blend that in with the rest of the nail. So if you just kind of ignore the changes that I made, I'm just trying to file that all into the correct shape and structure again. Now I take the rubbing alcohol again after I get all that filed, which I did do off camera, clean off the dust, and now I'm just kind of looking. And it turned out pretty well for the most part, but now I don't think that I made the initial cutout shallow enough, and so whenever I finished filed, I did take off some of the white towards the tips. So here I'm using Young Nails Protein Bond just to put over all the nails, and that way I don't have to worry about the top coat peeling or anything like that. I'm taking that same white from before and just painting over the spots that I accidentally filed off. I cure that in the light for 30 seconds. And this is Sheer Pink from Young Nails, their Manicure gel polish. And I'm going to put 1 coat over all 5 fingernails. And I don't know, it's very sheer. I do paint it over the white places and it doesn't change how it looks, but it just kind of brings out the pink, I think, from from the builder gel. So I went ahead and put a coat of that over all 5 nails, and then I do cure that in the light for 30 seconds. Now I'm taking Young Nails Manicure top, and I'm going to put a coat of that over all 5 fingers, and then I will cure that in the light for 1 full minute. There is an inhibition layer or a sticky layer with Young Nails Manicure top, so I take some rubbing alcohol and wipe that off. And then I use the Young Nails cuticle oil. And that's pretty much it. I mean, overall, for it being my first time in front of a camera, I feel like it was a good trial run. They look all right, but I'm not super proud of them. I think next time I do it, I'll do it, on my own and really pay more attention to detail. But it was fun to try because I've seen it online, and but I appreciate you all, watching and continuing to watch. And I hope that you subscribe and come back and have a wonderful day. Thanks.